more sun today, although the clouds are still sticking around for the most part. And what did I read today? How about this first one, which is kind of interesting, where apparently there's a company wanting people, I guess, to use their app where if they see something, I guess, suspicious, they want some drone monitoring, they can call them through the app and so forth. This one says, high-tech safety solution. You can book security drone in 1 hour through new app. Now, one of the things that's a little odd too, as you're looking at this, it seems like they're using things like a Mini 2, or at least one of the models anyways. It says private security is going high-tech in the ongoing effort to protect people and property. A new company is taking to the skies and providing on-demand aerial security coverage. I had to think about this twice too, because it says SMS Novel Films has launched its drone security app this week. Drones will provide live stream security coverage through an app directly to customers who want to monitor themselves or their home or business. So apparently, by the looks of it, they are a film production company of sort, like they actually make films. That's kind of weird, isn't it, in terms of, I guess, the transition in this case. It says, for those who have concerns, that's how I would probably put it. Concerns about crime, safety, the residential neighborhood, I think this could be a beneficial tool to DETR to detect and deflect, explains Jomo Johnson, the founder and CEO of SMS Novel Films. SMS Novel Films was motivated to enter the private security field by the murder rate in Memphis, Tennessee, which set a record in 2021, is on pace to break that record this year. Available in 25 cities, including Los Angeles, the drone can be booked with as little notice as an hour to provide targeted coverage using live operators who are trained to respond to suspicious activities. And I guess they say, let's use what we have to be able to monitor hotbed areas that have a higher crime rate, to be able to have the footage, give the footage to police or authorities, but also be able to notify residents. These drones are live streamed, so a resident can click on the link and they can see what's going on during those drone hours. Again, with what I saw in the video and stuff, with people using things like a Mini 2 and all that, how would that actually work in terms of security, I guess, drones? They don't last that long. It's horrible in night light, as an example. And even looking at their site, in terms of them, I guess, advertising this app, it says the drones can arrive within 60 minutes and people have to book a minimum of a 2-hour, I guess, time within a city or area. So aside from all the questionable technicalities per se, I would think too, if you're really in an emergency of sort, especially in these cases anyways, for example, violence in the neighborhood and all that, you would kind of need that thing up right away, correct? So in that sense, wouldn't it be better to teach people how to use it, I guess, like when they really need it, especially if it's an off-the-shelf, quote, micro drone nowadays. They're so user-friendly. Wouldn't it be better just to not, I guess, make it sound so complicated and all that with over-the-top regulations? People should be able to use it as a, quote, tool. It's kind of like the other example I mentioned where even for things like hiking, look at all the stories you read of people getting lost in the mountains, in the forest or something like that. They don't know where they're going, and unfortunately because of that, they pass away. Imagine if they just had a simple drone, like a small one. They threw it up in the air like, oh, here I am. I gotta go this way. So this could be related to that type of topic too. Should everyone be able to fly their own, quote, let's just say, small drone or something like that in their own property without all the extreme legalities and technicalities and all that? Because for the most part, most people would just want to, for example, capture the scenery, see what's going on and all that, or like another topic is people just having fun. And in terms of things, for example, I guess drones that aren't, let's just say, for recreational use of the average person. How about this one? This one says, SBU uncovers smuggler's drone factory in Volin, producing spy drones to monitor border guards. It looks pretty humongous if that's actually like the drone and all that. It says the following items were found in suspects' homes and outbuildings: a motorized hand glider, 8 unmanned aerial vehicles, more than 2,000 packs of counterfeit tobacco products, draft records with evidence of illegal activities. The border agency also found an entire drone production workshop, including a line of 3D printers that produce drone parts. The seized drones are to be transferred to border guard units that are working as part of the Ukrainian Defense Forces. Border guards do not rule out the suspect's drones could also be used to counter Russian invasion forces. And in a way, again, it should be stuff like this people are worried about ultimately. And this was kind of a fascinating story where apparently in recent times, Twitch, the video streaming platform, changed their user policy to allow, I guess, sexual content when it comes to, for example, let's just say things like a cartoon and all that. And a lot of people, because of this, they really, I guess, abused it, if that's what you want to say, posting up all these pictures of suggestive cartoons and all that. And because of that, I suppose, now they backtrack, so it's kind of interesting. It says here, sexual content policy update. On Wednesday, we updated our sexual content policy. Our primary goal in making these updates was to make our guidelines easier to understand and enforce. Part of this update included changes to how we treat fictionalized nudity. For years, through user voice and in conversations, we heard from artists that our content policies were limiting. In making this update, we were trying to be responsive to these requests and allow the thriving artist community on Twitch to utilize the human form in their art. So while they say a lot of people were, I guess, taking advantage of it in a quote good way as they envisioned, if that's what you want to say, it says, however, there also was a great deal of new content that was allowed under the updated policy. Much of the content created has been met with community concern. These are concerns we share. Upon reflection, we have decided that we went too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. So effective today, we are rolling back the artistic nudity changes. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch, regardless of the medium. It's kind of interesting in that sense, how quick, I guess, too, the company had to backtrack. I mean, when you go into a topic like this, I wouldn't be surprised it would be abused like crazy in that way too, huh? All right, see you guys later.